So I got y'all with the most anticipated movement guide video of the year. I'm also going to be showcasing all the secret movement techniques in Warzone as of right now. I'm also going to show you how to slide cancel correctly and not get dead slides. But let's get into it with my settings. For my settings, I'm going to go through this really quickly, so y'all pause if y'all need to. I play on tactical flip, by the way. And these are my dead zones. This is my sense. And to change this sensitivity, you would have to go to the drop down and go to custom, and it's gonna allow you to adjust this to how you want it to be. But that's how you would have to do that. But I play 6-6. Dynamic aim response curve type. My aim assist type is Black Ops. It feels stickier in my opinion. You can try it if you want. Gameplay automatic Tac Sprint, of course. I play on single tap run. It feels better for me. As of right now, I am using slide only, but I'm gonna go into depth on why you should use slide only for right now. But dolphin diving is gonna be included within this video, so I'm gonna talk more about that later in the video. I do also stream on Twitch. If you guys wanted to watch me on Twitch, I am gonna be streaming all of my games live from now on. So if you guys do want to watch me live on Twitch with a face cam, I will be streaming live on Twitch. The link is gonna be in the description. But let's get straight into the movement guide. So I'm gonna go over slide canceling. I'm not gonna stay too long on slide canceling because y'all should know how to do it by now. But if you don't, all you'll have to do is run, and whatever your slide button is, you would have to tap that, and after tapping that, you would have to click X to cancel it out. So extend the slide, X, run, slide, X, run, slide, X. If you're getting, as you're sliding, if you see that you're getting this, you're getting a tack stance, what you're doing wrong is basically aiming before you let your slide play out, if that makes sense. So slide, let it come out fully, and then click X and then aim. If you slide and aim, this is what you're gonna get. So that's how you know you're doing it wrong. If you're sliding and aiming and getting this. This is another way to get some Tac Sprint in a sense. If you have a throwing knife, make sure you jump, pull out your throwing knife, cancel it, and keep running. So it should look something like this. Really simple. It is going to take some practice to get used to be honest, but all you have to do is figure out the timing. Just jump, pull a throwing knife, cancel it, and keep running, and you should get a little Tac Sprint. But sometimes it's not going to work, but you could definitely get a Tac Sprint off of it. I would say practice the timing, because the timing is kind of crazy, but once you get it down pack, it's easy money. And that's my little secret on how to get Tac Sprint with the throwing knife. I do have another slide cancel for you guys, but this is another variation. This is basically the long slide cancel, and this slide cancel you could catch your opponent off guard. All you would have to do is basically slide, but hold it out for a little longer and tap X so you can cancel it. But this is how it would look like. Sometimes you can catch your opponent off guard, and that would make it really easy for you to kill them. But don't try to do it too often, because I will say you will get headshotted, and it is easy to get headshotted in this game. But just slide X. All right, now we have snaking, of course. I do know there's a snaking, snake nerf as of right now in the game, but I don't know. I haven't ever really tested it out. But to snake, what you would have to do, make sure your controller settings are correct though. So you'd have to go to automatic Tac Sprint and put that on, and single tap run for your tactical sprint behavior. And what you would have to do is crouch, but the moment you start crouching, run. So crouch and move your left stick up. Crouch and move your left stick up, and this is how it look in regular motion. Now the way you time it can differentiate the speed of it in a sense. So I mean, if you do it fast, it's gonna look a little bit more wonkier, but I guess that's a nerf in a sense. Yeah, I guess that's a nerf, but you can slow it down. It doesn't have to be that fast, but you can definitely do it. Because sometimes to peek at somebody on Warzone or in multiplayer, I'll do it probably slowly and just chow right after that. But you don't have to keep spamming it. I see a lot of people spamming it or overdoing it, but you can do it a couple times, get some information, chow, or either chow or disengage, up to you. But that's snaking. So currently in this game, we don't have a bunny hop, but I mean, you can still utilize the jump in a sense. My game is about to end, so let me wrap this up. But you can jump, but I wouldn't try bunny hopping. I would just jump once just to get a little farther. But as of right now, there's no bunny hop, so I mean, jumping is not as effective, but you can still do it though. I still do it. So But as you're doing it, make sure you have the perk. I think the assault gloves, I believe. Yeah, assault gloves is gonna make your jump a little bit better, but for the most part, there's only one jump. And my game's about to end. Nice. All right, so now we have an advanced chow. I like to call this the jump chow. Honestly, I recently started doing this in this game. It feels nice in this game. But what you would have to do is basically, say if you want to chow this corner, I would run and jump and slide and then cancel it out with an X, if that makes sense. So run, jump, slide, X. Run, jump, slide, X. And that will give me like a nice chow, especially around a corner, just running. Catch somebody off guard, just chilling, probably like right here, just camping you. You could just do that chow. They wouldn't expect it to come in. It looks really fast on an enemy POV. I'd highly recommend start doing it, but just basically just run, jump. I said run, jump. Run, jump, slide, X. Pretty simple. The moment you get the timing down, it'll be cake. Just run, jump, slide, X. Looks really nice. You can combo it up with other things as well. But I'm going to talk about more about other combos later in the video. But that is the jump shot, the new jump shot that I do a lot. So this right here is what I like to do. I don't have a name for it. It's just more so just me sliding and throwing something at the same time. But I don't know if a lot of people know how to do this correctly. So what she would do is basically do the same thing as the jump shot, but throw maybe your throwing knife or reload. But I'm going to showcase how it looks. And basically you would have to run, jump, and reload with your slide, if that makes sense. Same thing for throwing a knife. So all you would have to do is run, jump, slide, and do what you have to do within that slide and cancel it out right after. So if I have to reload, I would run, jump, slide, and reload. But you're reloading in the midst of sliding, so it happens like basically together. Same thing for the throwing knife. And like the long slide, you could cancel out, or you could slide. You could basically do the long slide cancel within holding the knife, because you're gonna need to do this. So I would highly recommend doing that if you can. Really advanced technique to gain some momentum and have you moving around the map a little bit faster instead of just like running and just reloading like this. You could just slide with it too. You could also do it from a reloading starting position as well. So you're gonna reload and just move forward, just jump and slide. Right after that jump, you're gonna get like a slow slide, but it's still better than just standing here and just reloading and just moving slow. But in Warzone, you can also run and reload. So I mean, it wouldn't be that slow. But that is my jump chow slash jump reload and throwing knife combination. All right, so now we have drop shotting. I'm pretty sure I know what drop shotting is. There is definitely two variations of the drop shot. I'm gonna show it right now. So basically, the regular drop shot, you would basically just drop shot, just aim and hold your crouch button. So it looked like this, just a regular drop shot, nothing too crazy. But there is another variation of that drop shot. So the second variation of the drop shot is basically you snaking, but in the midst of snaking, you just basically snake once and drop shot, if that makes sense. So like, this is how it looks. So it'll go like just a quick snake and a quick drop shot. But on the enemy's POV, it looked like you just came from right here to right here in like a millisecond, you feel what I'm saying? So it looks slow on my POV, but on their POV, it looks crazy. And I usually do this like probably like behind the heady, and I'll probably do this behind the heady and I'll drop shot to the side. So like if being a little like aggressive and I realize that as I'm snaking, I'll probably drop shot him to the side of that heady and kill him like that. But that's just another technique I like to use, but you can still do both variations of drop shotting. Doesn't really matter, but they're still going to be effective. All right, let me talk to y'all real quick. I know I was going to show y'all the dolphin dive mechanic, but realistically, bro, I mean, there's no dolphin dive, bro. Realistically, I mean, you can do it, but it's just not, it's not how it used to be in a sense. I don't know. It doesn't, just for the fact that if you do change one of your settings to, let me show you. If you do change your settings to allow you to dive or dolphin dive, whatever, you're gonna have a delay within your slide cancel. So it's just like, what's the point? I don't like it. I'm gonna showcase it right now. It makes the slide cancel a little bit more delayed, and I feel as if you need that to just really break somebody's camera for real. So look, it's like delayed. So like by the time a regular slide cancel would happen for me, I'm already ADSing and I'm getting an attack stance. It's so slow. Not even quick at all. Like, so that's why I wouldn't recommend changing any of your settings to, or any of your slide settings to tap to dive or to allow yourself to dive, because it wouldn't make sense. Your slide cancel is basically getting hindered just so you can dive. But I don't know, you guys could try it, but for me personally, I don't recommend doing this. So I have another movement technique for you guys. It's basically called misdirecting. And let's just say somebody's, with all that I taught you so far, somebody's right here, your opponent. He's in a corner, he's camping, he's probably laying down looking like a goofball right here. What I would do, if I know that, if I see him on my beautiful UAV, if I see him in this corner right here, I would slide and probably jump back out. But for him, and on his camera, he will see me slide and jump back out close to this wall. But what I can do is jump again and chal him wide while he chals me narrow. He challing me narrow is going to allow me to get the upper hand and break his camera again with a jump shot. So misdirecting is basically faking somebody into thinking you're going in a specific spot and going the other direction really quickly. I would say it takes practice. Definitely takes practice. You're going to have to test this out within Warzone yourself. But it's very, very, very effective once you learn it for sure. Alright, so now I'm not going to take too long with this mechanic because it's basically a jump shot, but from an angle. It's called the fadeaway jump shot. So to initiate this, honestly, I would, in this game, I would basically slide cancel somewhere and jump back to where I came from, if that makes sense. So say if I want to slide cancel to this little entrance to the water here, I'll do that and jump shot back. So it's really just slide canceling and going back to where you was, but with a jump though, and looking at wherever you need to look at that angle. But it's not too effective. Like I said, jump shotting is not that nice, but you can still do it though, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as overpowered as it used to be. But that's it for the fadeaway jump shot. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna go over is basically centering, and you see this white dot right here on my screen right here. It would be ideal for you to keep this basically, I would say chest level, so you have an opportunity to either squeeze in a headshot or just stay at chest level. I wouldn't recommend centering towards the bottom of the floor. It just wouldn't be nice for you. You would have to make that micro adjustment a little bit higher to your opponent every other time. That wouldn't make sense. So I'd highly recommend just practice yourself sliding around with movement and like having good centering. So like having it within good placement, if that makes sense. So depending on the map, or depending where you are on the map, there's a lower portion of the map, so you'd have to rearrange your centering to a little bit higher, so you'd at least be able to get at least a chest shot or like a beginning headshot. But as we're flowing through your map, as we're flowing through Warzone, just try to adjust to the specific levels of the map. But overall, just practice centering, bro. It's pretty simple. Just run around, just make sure you can keep your right stick at a chest to headshot ratio level, and you should be, I don't know why I said level, but you should be okay within hitting your shots and being able to be ready for other gunfights in the future. So now I have another advanced movement technique for you guys. I would do this if somebody's chasing you and you want to catch them off guard really quickly. Let's say somebody's really close behind me or chasing me right here. I would come behind this wall and make sure I cover my back with this wall, and I'll stay close to the edge of the wall, and as they're passing my screen, I'll quickly run the other way. So now by then they wouldn't really see me. Just imagine it, you're challenging a corner, you're not really going to be looking at the edge of the wall right here. You wouldn't expect somebody here, and they're laying down, so it's really hard to see because the typical player is not looking all the way down at the floor. They're looking at chest level or a little bit higher to see where you went, right? So it would be ideal for you to just stay in a prone position and kind of just run out really quickly so you can like reposition yourself, probably reload, get slide cancel in, and get out of there, to be honest. But that's one of the movement secrets I have for when somebody's chasing you. All right, final example. I'm just gonna show real quick just so y'all know how it looks. Just say somebody's over here by this white truck, you're right here, you're kind of stuck plating whatever. You can just try to jump challenge them, see if they crossed past this path right here, if they're going up the stairs. So if you see that, now you have some information, you can back up and you can re-challenge, probably in like this position, and you'll probably catch them off guard. So that's just a better understanding of the jump peak. All right, so now we have the shoulder peak. Pretty simple, honestly. If let's say somebody's shooting me in this corner right here, I'll use my left stick and just slowly peek and go back to the left, slowly peek and go back to the left, just so I can get some information on where he is or what he's doing. If he's not showing any face, then I know that he's not pushing, or as I'm peeking, I can see him like trying to run up on me. So I can either keep peeking and use that to my advantage, or disengage, or just probably fake him out and chal him the moment he chals me. But honestly, shoulder peeking is very advanced. Only comfortable and confident players do this. So I would say get comfortable doing it, practice doing it, and you would see a big difference. All right, next movement technique. I mean, Yeah, I'm about to see. I mean, I see some doors, so I'm pretty sure this look familiar. But of course, if you don't know already, doors are very overpowered in Warzone and Call of Duty as a whole. So I would highly recommend learning how to use doors correctly. So in a sense, let's say you have somebody chasing you from right here, and you see these doors open. You can quickly, I can't do it really quickly as of right now. I don't know if it's bugged or not, but it just doesn't feel as easy to use. But if you get the chance, close the door. Like, you can close the door while you're running towards it, and you can reach out with a slide cancel, so you break that person's camera immediately. And also, when you use the doors, you get a massive speed boost. So it's kind of like you're hopping out to party low-key. You're just like, okay, type shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I would highly recommend using the doors. Doors are very overpowered. It's nothing new. I'm pretty sure I know this already, but for people who don't know, try to utilize doors in gunfights majority of the time. So another thing I have for you guys is basically a tip. Please utilize cover as much as possible. This is a Warzone. You don't want to get caught lacking. If you have the chance to engage in a fight, but you see some cover, I would highly advise basically taking over that area that has cover, so you have a better chance of getting information better and just challenging stuff a little bit better. Because if you're in a wide open, you could get shot at. You could, simple tips that people won't necessarily tell you, but I mean, these kind of help out big time. So if you see some cover, utilize it. It's not gonna hurt you. That's my advice to any new players as well. That is all I have for today's Warzone movement guide. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys watched the whole video, comment, I don't know, what should y'all comment? Comment mayo if you reach all the way to the end of the video. But give a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.